First, the top headlines. Project for rejuvenation of Lamphilpat water body launched today by Chief Minister. State's first ever Government Institute of Driving Training and Research Center inaugurated. CPI condemns yet another assault on media. Human rights activist Bablo Loitongbam's house vandalized by unknown youths. Schools reopens from today. And curfew has been relaxed in Imphal East and Imphal West district till 6 p.m. today. For Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Good afternoon, you're watching the 3 p.m. ELITETV English News with me, Jianthuiliu Kahmei. Now straight up to top stories. Water Resources Department, Government of Manipur is conducting groundbreaking ceremony of the project Rejuvenation of Lamphilpat water body to elevate urban flooding, providing sustainable water sources for Imphal city and promoting eco-tourism today at Lamphilpat. The ceremony is being attended by Chief Minister N. Biren Singh as chief guest along with Awang Bao Niumai, Minister Water Resources, Relief and Disaster Management, Government of Manipur and various other dignitaries. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren stated that with the initiation of this project, Lamphilpat can now be transformed to a clean and beautiful place, and plans are there for construction of water park and cable car facility for attracting tourists, which is being planned to be completed in the next coming years. N. Biren Singh further expressed that peace and normalcy is slowly returning in some areas of Manipur and thus appealed to all to make up for the lost 4 to 5 months as a result of the ethnic clash by working 24 hours instead of 12 hours a day.
Fajana sida loi laigrani matin laigesu laigrani nga laigesu laigrani anything akoi da sanga roi sing chaura roi thaiman ngai da thumi go ri bo ngai da thumi go sagol ngai da thumi do thumroi aduna magi mafam sana sana thambi si habni natural ki poche adu gini khanari se ai habna uju u hoju suno yum layo pasu pat layo ai khoi jo koi lai si habni madu thugai ner pa overlapping tong ner pa mun ner pa adagi tholai aduna koi governments we are committed systematically natural bush fajana preserve to adu lei riba koi human civilization ki matungina tawdabi adu posing so pham sana scientifically yenga pham sa pham sing to ba develop to ba hai ba sida koi changan jara pani adu amonai mayam punong ku thagat sari koi hane gilen ba speed ki double speed koi solakanda koi Manipur ki hane ki film do hajalang hang ba koi punna hone minasi na hajiri. Thank you. Jai.
Chief Minister N. Biren today inaugurated Manipur's first ever Government Institute of Driving Training and Research Center at Top Dusara under Imphal East district. Today's inauguration program was attended by Transport Minister Kashim Vashum, MP Laishemba Sanajauba, Sports Minister Govindas Konthojam, Government of Manipur Chief Secretary Dr. Vineet Joshi and other MLAs of the state. Speaking at the inaugural function, Chief Minister N. Biren expressed that the cause of high rate of accidents in our state is due to the lack of proper knowledge of driving rules and skills. However, with the opening this first ever government driving school, it is expected that there will be a reduction in the number of accidents. He further stressed that for obtaining driving license, certificate of the government's driving school shall be made mandatory. Further, for private driving schools operating in the state, Transport Department has been advised to issue relevant notice for cooperation and coordination with the government's driving school. With regard to the ongoing turmoil and unrest in the state, Chief Minister N. Biren expressed that the current violence is being targeted against India and appealed to all to cooperate in bringing back peace and normalcy in the state.
Manipur Manipur the Toy but Hogoxi, Santoma Mayamdo, Ha Dharmaga, Christian Hindu Kanabane, Ha Cookie Gamatega Kanabane, Ha Masingam, Maitaina, Cookie Masingam, the Tawani, and Santoma Mayamdo City, Punamak, Loin and Nungsina Humtokrakanda, Bharat Sarkar Mayokta, Bharat Mayokta, Adugumba, Bharat Putugaiba Pamba, Myanmar and the Bangladesh, Lalo Wushingna. Manipur label allow Bokraga Pulaga, Bharat Tugaina with Owani, had to chop Saba Bharat if he blow ribbon. And my koi, I koi Masingi, Adugi Adagi, I koi Bukanana, I would have you called Tadopiro, centered, Maduki Daitapunam, state government, Maduki Daitapunam, Lorokan, I koi Isa sing, Lady Mayam Punamok said, Prazaga Punatan, not by Vesaki, can buy Jaco Yamatang, I will feed me. And the Maduki Tazabudu Tamjaka and I see a quite Som the lady Iran so quit him at the Beate. But Som the lady Praza, Hambi Mayam drinking the Beate.
In a statement, the Manipur State Secretary of the Communist Party of India, Marxist, has strongly condemned the raids on homes of several journalists, stand-up comedians, satirists, scientists, cultural historians and commemorators by the Delhi police on the basis of an FIR that invokes several sections of the Draconian Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. This is a brazen assault on the media and the fundamental right to freedom of expression. During the last 9 years, the Modi government has deployed investigation agencies to suppress, harass and intimidate various media houses like the BBC, News Laundry, Dainik Bhaskar, Bharat Samachar, the Kashmir Wala, the Wire, etc. And they are now raiding all those connected with the news click, the statement added. The statement further expressed that such a large-scale authoritarian assault against media organizations and journalists who speaks truth to power is totally unacceptable. The Manipur State Secretariat of the Communist Party of India, Marxist, has thus called upon all democratic-minded patriots to rise in unison to protest against such a systematic conspiracy to target, persecute and suppress the media that is meant to be the conscience keeper. A large mob yesterday evening at around 6:45 p.m. stormed the residence of Human Rights Alert Director Bablo Loitongbam at Kwakatil Thiam Laikai, Imphal West District under Lamphal Police Station, vandalizing a number of household articles. According to reports, around 30 to 40 unidentified youths came to the residence of Bablo Loitongbam and vandalized one Maruti Suzuki Swift car and some chairs kept inside the office of HRA and CCTV camera along with window panes of the veranda. After the act of vandalizing, the youths told the family members of Bablo Loitongbam that he should come out and make a public clarification on the false statements given earlier to the media on the Manipur crisis. It is to be noted that Bablo Loitongbam is currently out of station. In connection with the incident, Lamphal Police Station visited the spot and took up necessary security measures as per reports. Meanwhile, in a video footage uploaded on social media platform YouTube, Bablo Loitongbam has clarified that he withdraws his earlier statements made in an interview with the news click, wherein he had remarked that the acts and ways of Arambai and Meitei Lipun are very much similar to that of RSS, infusing militancy, that the new organizations are adding much violence to the ongoing ethnic, and that no churches stand in Imphal Valley amidst the ongoing ethnic violence. He added that the statements given earlier in the interview news clicked are false and unverified statements. He added that such remarks were made without proper verification and had commented the same based on inputs from hearsay news. He expressed his mistake over making such unverified remarks to the people of Manipur.
Iran si haurakpada aina news clip ki interview amada Arambai Tengol amadi Meitei Lipun si mogi thabak tawgi mawong si RSS ka manai aduga moina militancy infused away anuba makhalgi organization sing si lakpasina haiba conflict si yam hena violent go heli hedana aina haigi madugi statement do ai withdraw tawjage Arambai Tengol amadi Meitei Lipun si karino haiba ai matamduda moi chapchaba ai masak khangde adugi matungda aina haigiba statement da asoiba masu yaugi Madudi Imphal Valley da church samabhauba stand tawdre hedana madusu lali Nagani church me among ngasibaw stand tawi madu aina Manipur da laitaba amadi mapandagi pau tadana madugi poto aina haibata khitang aswengam yaugre haiba potse ai ngasi Manipur ki public ta amadi aina ngangibada aran da yaugiba singdu ai isana madu soigre hedana haizeli.
The state government yesterday informs that all state government aided, private unaided schools were reopened from today. The order was issued by Director of Education, Government of Manipur. It may be mentioned that state government earlier had announced closure of all state government aided, private unaided schools till Thursday yesterday. Representative K.H. Fajaton from Manipur, while speaking at the 54th session of the United Nations Human Rights Council, Geneva, Switzerland, has urged the UN Human Rights Council to hold the government of India accountable for the ongoing violence in Manipur and for not being able to protect its citizens. Fajaton's statement further quoted that protection of civilians, particularly the women, children, elderly and differently abled persons at the time of conflict, must be prioritized. However, the government of India has failed in its bounden duty of protecting and providing necessary support to the people of Manipur, the state which has been burning since May 3rd due to the ethnic violence. He further mentions that more than 22,000 students are taking shelter at the relief camps with no proper education facilities and other recreational activities. He also added that at the same time, pregnant women, lactating mothers, adolescents, girls, elderly people and persons with disabilities are suffering the most. His statement at the UNHRC pointed out that serious attention is needed from the UN Human Rights Council to question the accountability of the government of India on the failure to protect its citizens as per reports. We'll be back with more updates. Stay tuned.
Planning to study outside Manipur? Are you confused about your college or university selection after 12? Manipur Edu Online provide assistance to help you. College or university selection, admission guidance, career counseling. Don't delay. For more details, kindly log into our website www.manipuredu.online, or you can also call us at 7628 960 947.
Radiant School Sangai Pro Ningthem Kolna Handak Pangthok Kadoriba Compartmental Exam da Sarokya Kadoriba Mahiroi Singda Yaifa Pausel Pizare Co-Educational Higher Secondary Ama Oiriba Radiant School da Ming Chanbada Sel Amata Laujaroi Amade Textbook Su Complementary Oina Fanganjagani Compartmental Exam Thariba Mahiroi Singidamak Seat Reservation Fangbigani Chatliba Chahi English Aniga Supna Kunga Humdoi Kunga Marigi Oina Class 11 Science amasung Commerce ki admission hauzare. NEET amasung G gi Career Guidance su pizagani. Commerce Mahairoi Singoina Special Industrial Tour CA amadi CS Singalunina Group Discussion ki khudong trabasu pizagani. Hena akupa marol ki damak Sangay Pro Ningthem Call opposite Imphal College ta ayuk pung mapandagi numidang wairam pung mga fauba ki manungda lakpiba yagani. Natraga mobile number 7642842266 ta contact tobiba yagani. Khanghanjaba Hojik hojik oiriba leibaki irang asina maram oiraga loyalam jingkhong jingya da leiba khunja sing supam nompam khangdabana maram oiraga selhunbi khomba marup tauba tender amasung thodok marup thagi sendoi khomba amadi chahi gi oina sendoi lokhatba hairiba sing asi leibaki irang asi khara nem thaduna tangdu leitaba punsi ama oidriba phauba lepina ba khanghanjeri ba NG Lakshmi The Saremkhul Polangsoy Women's Welfare Association ki President Sagolban Sangaitel.
Welcome back from the break. You're watching the 3 p.m. ELITETV English News. Now moving on. President Taurangbam Mina of Hairok Part 3, Ngarau Thel, Laikai Merapaibi, during a sit-in protest, staged demanding justice for Linthoy Nganbi and Himanjit, who were brutally murdered by Kuki militants, have expressed that if befitting punishments is not given to the culprits involved in the brutal murder and if the dead bodies of the two students are not handed over to their family members, then women and mothers of Manipur are all set for a third Nupi Lal. The sit-in protest was jointly organized by Hairok Part 3, Ngarau Thel Laikai Merapaibi and YBC Club. Mina added that the brutal and inhuman murder of two innocent students have left everyone in shock and pain, and also added that if the demands of the people are not met, womenfolk are all set and prepared for a third Nupi Lal against the armed Kuki militants.
ida hairo ngaro khel da phamjeri ba mifam se wakam mifam se atay madinate matang matam sadana yamna naujari ba tungi yumbrel oira kadori ba satrani khakku maram sadana minungsi leitana opi nei bire ba matunga hatopi ba asigumle ba saram chat pagi lisa singa sigi mayokta ekhoina yaningdi haibadu ge ekhoi usabani maram di mihat pa singa se ngasi mak malamda masigi mapi mapa oibiri ba huji ruling sarkar asina mihat pasing ju matik chaba dandi pibiu ahak pacherak pibiu adu nattaba taragadi mama oibi kaya na mathanung dagi masabu se tuna puraga mafam khangna mangan gi bagi damakta ahum subu nupi lan gi damakta mama oibi kaya se ngasi gi khanchek machi langduna macha gi khongulli na bagi damakta sarkar gi mayokta amadi mihat pa minungsi leitraba sing chaing jaba sing gi mayokta lal hauna bagi damakta ikoi nupi lan ahum subu nupi lan gi damakta sem chaduna leire haiba wafam se ko thamjari.
On the other hand, Secretary Ningthaujam Premita of Hairok Part 3, Ngarau Thel Laikai Merapaibi, expressed dissatisfaction over the state and central government's failure to end the ongoing ethnic violence and demanded early restoration of peace and normalcy in the state. A day after the Committee on Tribal Unity Sadar Hills lifted its more than a month-long economic blockade, the Senapati District Students Association, or the SDSA, had served an ultimatum to the state government to lift the ban on mobile internet services in Senapati District, where there is no issue with law and order and remains a peace zone. The student body had warned that if the government fails to meet the ultimatum within the stipulated time frame, they would be compelled to impose an indefinite economic blockade along the National Highway 2 from 6 p.m. of October 5th. Earlier, the ban on the internet after close to 5 months since May 3, 2023 was lifted on September 23, but the government of Manipur reimposed an internet shutdown after thousands of students in Imphal took to the streets to protest over the death of two Meitei students. Having received no positive response from the state authority, the SDSA has kicked off the indefinite economic blockade. A release issued yesterday has appealed to all to cooperate and support the agitation, citing that it is for the welfare of the general public, and further cautioned of stern actions if any group or individual is caught taking advantage of this situation in the name of their office, the release also added. Mangani Laihun Tamba ritual ceremony of late Imam Mem Chaubi, who served as president of Poirai Lei Marol Mairapaibi Apunba Manipur has been observed today at Kahmei Athletic Union Ground. The observation of Mangani Laihun Tamba ritual ceremony was jointly organized by CSOs and Amuko along with clubs under Amuko. Meanwhile, Lawyer Lam Apunba Nupilupt in a release has expressed its sorrow and condoles the demise of late Imam M. Chaubi, adding that her demise is a great loss for the people of Manipur. Also in the news, a press release issued today by Scheduled Tribes Demand Committee of Manipur has expressed deep concern over the prolonged ethnic violence that has completed 5 months, which erupted on May 3rd after a rally under the banner of Tribal Solidarity March organized by ATSUM was taken out in Kuki-dominated areas of Churachandpur, Kangpokpi and More against the demand of Scheduled Tribes status of Meitei community. However, the hidden agenda and motive behind the rally, behind the backdrop of protesting against the ST demand of Meitei community, is now known to all, it added. The release also condemns the brutal murder of Lintoy Nganbi and Himanjit and also condoled the demise of late Imam M. Chaubi, who rendered unrelenting sacrifice fighting against various social causes for the state of Manipur. MLA Mayang Lambam Rameshwar of Kakching Assembly constituency has expressed that it is very unfortunate that the people of Meitei community are now fighting amongst themselves instead of fighting with their enemies, which has resulted due to difference in ideologies coupled with political differences. The statement was given yesterday during a press meet held at the residence of the MLA along with his workers. During the press meet, he further expressed that the India government has taken up biometric survey to filter out the illegal immigrants in the state, and the process is targeted to be completed by March 2024. He also added that it is the desire of every elected representative of Manipur to restore peace and normalcy at the earliest in the state, and stressed that a solution can only be brought after all 60 MLAs of the state, including Meitei MLAs, Naga MLAs, and Kuki MLAs come together in a common platform and discuss over the root cause and that has gripped between the communities who have been living together for hundreds of years. With regard to the demand of separate administration of the Kukis, he stated if people of both Meitei and Kuki community continue the ongoing fight, Meitei people will not be able to visit the hills and Kuki people will also not be able to come down to the valley, and if this is the case, then it is almost equal to granting of separate administration to the Kuki community. Thus, he appealed to all CSOs to streamline and forget about the ideological and political differences, and it is high time that we all sit together and find the correct approach and right path.
Manipur ki praja na hangin beli da lairiba Meitei ki MLA sing kari tauri Kuki ki MLA tarana asumai na tawong amaga Meitei MLA nifu na tawong amdri kari no haibsi kanana ngami ngamde haisi kari na sakiora gadi tha taruk tagi Kuki MLA na talaiba separate administration singa si pigra bro pidriya kari uma separate administration si pira magadi moina ngamgre haiba ya kari de no ba moina ngamisi makhoina taliba pot matik chadam si handok tribau landi lepa yaroi maramdi akoi gi leibak nga thok taba yade.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Diabetes ka loina na hinglibu sing tha amagi manungda fahanba ngamle khong hamba nungai tabasu namit mangani gi manungda fahanba ngamle piles haibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahanba ngamle cholesterol wangba namit kunida normal oina lehenba ngamle BP wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal da lehenba ngamle umnamak natural oiba anoba hidak makal singna laying jabani hakchang da sokadaba side effect amata leite makhatana hidak chabagi mathausu tararoi akopa moral gidamak ngasi maglengsin birau Diabetes Hospital, Jennings Road near Punjab National Bank, Porompat.
Press Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da Nauna Hangdok Jere, Haidiba Sida, Personalized Gifts, Corporate Gifts, Awards and Mementos, Home Decor, Office Rubber Stamp na chingba, Potlam Sing, Mafam Asida Pambigani, Ngasi Maglangsing Birau, Tilak Ras Enterprises, Presto, Tangal Bazar near Kasturi Tong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Manipur gi ahanba dedicated cancer hospital AOI Babina Speciality Hospital da medical oncology, surgical oncology, advanced operation theater ga loinana cancer patients sing da affordable cost da mapung faraba care pisari. Side effect hantaba Manipur gi ahanba Lineage Halcyon radiation machine gi khudong chaba pangbigani. Cancer khangdok naba amasung stage lepada season naba PET CT scan machine so hospital asida lady. Tumor board phamduna patient singi laying pathapta ahenba khudong chaba loinana health card ki khudong chaba su bizari. Mayam gi damak AOI Babina Speciality Hospital, Sajiwa, Kabisoi, Imphal East.
Welcome back. Now moving on. Teachers, students and staffs of Macha Laima today staged a sit-in protest at Macha Laima School condemning the brutal murder of Linthoi Nganbi and Himanjit and demanded the state authority to find and hand over the dead bodies of the two students to their families. Students were seen holding placards written, "We condemned killing of innocent students, punish the culprits involved in the murder of students." Khaidem Mimobala, headmistress of Macha Laima School, during the sit-in protest expressed discontentment over the excessive use of force by security personnel against unarmed student protesters who were protesting against the murder of the two innocent students. She also expressed that they share the sorrow of the bereaved families. Meanwhile, students, teachers and staffs of Amutombi Divine Life English School, Wabagay Lamkai, Kakching District also condemned the brutal murder of Linthoi Nganbi and Himanjit and observed 2-minute silence for peace of the two departed souls. Fraternity of Uttar Banga Krishi Vishwavidyalay, Pundibari, Coach Behar, West Bengal observed a peaceful candlelight vigil march yesterday to show their solidarity and support with respect to the ongoing violence in the northeastern state of Manipur. In the past 5 months-long violence, many lives have been lost, thousands are rendered homeless, only cries and sufferings among the general public are heard. They also condemned the brutal kidnapping and murder of two innocent students, Linthoi Nganbi and Himanjit, by the armed Kuki militants. They prayed for all the departed souls, sympathized with the people of Manipur and prayed for restoration of peace and normalcy in state. Apunba Maira Paibi Lub of Ningthau Khong Ward number 1 and 14 today staged a sit-in protest demanding justice for Linthoi Nganbi and Himanjit, who were brutally murdered by Kuki militants. Participants also offered floral tributes to the departed souls who lost their lives in the ongoing conflict, and also to the soul of late Imam M. Chaubi, who was a pioneer of women Maira Paibi. World Meitei Council WMC, in a release issued yesterday, has expressed that it has written a letter to the United Nations requesting to collaborate with the government of India and the government of Manipur to initiate action to bring an end to the ongoing conflict and bring normalcy in the state. In their letter, WMC apprised the UN with a brief history of Meitei and Chin Kuki and the background of the current conflict that began on May 3, 2023. According to the release, it has been expressed that despite the existence of irrefutable evidence, the Chin Kuki has engaged in a relentless campaign of disinformation using various media outlets and social media. They have gone to the extent of submitting memorandums to the UN and to the governments of Israel, Germany and Canada with fake information and data. The ongoing crisis in Manipur continues to be volatile. To this date, the Chin Kuki militants continued their attack on the Meiteis, firing with mortars and guns on the farmers in the foothills despite the presence of Assam Rifles and Indian Army. This has caused a major disruption in the cultivation of paddy in the valley and is likely to lead to conflict-induced famine and, well, besides the casualty of innocent Meitei people, the release added. WMC has also requested the United Nations to collaborate closely with the Government of India to safeguard the rights of the Meiteis, who are the indigenous and aboriginal people of the region, by including them in the list of scheduled tribes of the Indian Constitution. The Supreme Court yesterday questioned the investigating agencies regarding proof on AAP leader Manish Sisodia's role in the Delhi liquor policy case. The Apex Court questioned the Enforcement Directorate (ED) and the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) as to what evidence they have to establish the chain of events on Sisodia's role in the alleged scam. Hearing the bail petition of the former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, the Supreme Court remarked that Sisodia did not appear to be involved in the case and asked how he was accused in a money laundering case. Upon improvement in the law and order situation in Valley District's, curfew has been relaxed till 6 p.m. today in Imphal East and Imphal West districts. For Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Markets and shops are open during the curfew relaxation. Traffic was seen as usual on the road. People rushed to purchase essential items during the curfew relaxation. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to email address info@elitv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now, before we conclude, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Project for rejuvenation of Lumphilpat water body launched today by Chief Minister. State's first ever Government Institute of Driving Training and Research Center inaugurated. CPI condemns yet another assault on media. Human rights activist Bablo Loitongbam's house vandalized by unknown youths. Schools reopen from today. And curfew has been relaxed in Imphal East and Imphal West districts till 6 p.m. today. For Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day ahead.